While this story is fiction, all the actions taken by the users are real. All the audit records are real. And all the analysis tools are also real. This story begins with a picture of the Swift ending up on an Iranian website. This is a personal picture taken by Admiral Roughhead, and he has installed it only on a single computer in the briefing room at his office. Needless to say, he is very upset, and he's demanding to know how this picture ended up in Iranian hands. Unfortunately, all their traditional security tools have not helped. Their firewall logs, their network monitors, their antivirus software, and their computer forensic tools, they turn up nothing showing how this picture got off the briefing room's computer. They don't know whether they have a hacker inside their system, malware on the computer, or someone on their own staff stealing their data. All of these unknowns have left their staff completely frustrated, and upper management is very concerned. The Aurora attacks, the WikiLeaks disaster, and now the picture of the Swift taken from their own systems without a shred of evidence to show how it occurred. They are starting to doubt their ability to defend their own networks. But today is their lucky day. Their intern, Megan, who set up the computer in the briefing room, had the foresight to turn on the computer's audit trails. After all the IT staff and security experts have pretty much given up, she asks if she can look at the audit trails. They agree, and she loads up the audit trails on her own computer and starts to analyze them. Megan begins by printing the audit records, just to make sure they are what she expects. There's a lot of detail here, probably far too much to analyze manually. So she quits this program and starts an analysis tool that parses the audit records and lets her ask questions about their content. Now she is ready to start asking questions about what happened. First, she shows her boss a survey of all the programs that were run on the computer. Here's a list of the programs and the individual users who were running these programs. For example, here we see activity by Jerry Whitworth. And up here we see that John Walker was running the program PuTTY Secure Copy. If she wants more details about this program, she can zoom in on the particular session ID, in this case, session 120. She does just that. This shows more details about this particular program run. For example, it was run around 10:26 p.m., and this information tells us that Walker was logged in at the console and running the command prompt when he started the program. Here we see that Walker uploaded the file songs.zip, and he uploaded it over this particular encrypted connection. But Megan is interested in what happened to the file about the Swift. So she asked the program for a brief history of this particular file. Here, we see that Jerry Whitworth, using the command prompt, read the file. And if she wants more details about this program, she can zoom in on session 91, which she decides to do. Here we see details about Jerry Whitworth's use of the command prompt. First, we see that he read Admiral Roughhead's picture of the Swift. Then he wrote it to a file called boat.jpg under his own folder. From this, we can infer that he made a local copy of the Swift image. Now we have a lead, and we ask the program for a history of the new copy of the Swift. At the top, Megan shows us Jerry Whitworth creating the file. And at the bottom, she shows us Jerry Whitworth securely deleting it. This is why forensics wasn't able to pick it up. But in between its creation and its deletion, Megan points out that John Walker read this file. Megan says she could continue following each step manually, but why not let the analysis program start with the Swift and automatically follow the data forward? So she uses the trace command. Here we see where the picture of the Swift went. On the left, we see the people who were involved, like Jerry Whitworth and John Walker. Next to that, we see the programs that they were using, like the command prompt and the WinZip program. On the right, we see all the files involved until the image left the computer. For example, it starts with Admiral Roughead's own copy of the Swift. The arrows tell us whether the program read the file or wrote to the file. Megan points out that these first 2 lines show Jerry Whitworth using the command prompt to make his own copy of the picture. The next 2 lines show John Walker copying Whitworth's own copy and renaming it yet again. These next 2 lines show John Walker zipping up the picture, possibly encrypting the zip file in the process. Finally, Megan points out that John Walker then sent the zipped up file out over an encrypted connection. So Megan has shown exactly how Admiral Roughead's picture of the Swift was eventually exfiltrated off of this computer. So Megan is the hero. She was able to do what nobody else could do. And Jerry Whitworth and John Walker? Well, arrest warrants have been issued.